Good afternoon from the 2026 Bowl Scotland National Championships. We're at the National Centre for Bowling in Northfield in Ayr. We've already seen the ladies under 25 singles semi-final this morning against Condorcet. Our head-to-head matchup on Green A rink number 1. Still to come today, we'll have the under 25 finals with coverage of those, as well as the quest to determine the best of the best in Scotland continues. I'm Paul Mitchell. Colin Noon is alongside me. We move from singles to pairs of different disciplines. 17 ends will be played, and it's always interesting to see how quickly pairs get off the mark in this. They're all good players. They've all come through their clubs, their districts, etc. You're playing players that you might not be familiar with, so it's always interesting those first few ends.
Yeah, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. Pairs, different dynamic, a bit more tactical. There's got to be good comms, good rapport between the players in order to get the best out of the match. We've got two good pairs, as we always say. You have to remember that people have come through several rounds to make it here to Northfield. Of course, once you get here, 5 games you need to win a national title and go on to represent Scotland in British Bowl Series next year. So we'll say two good pairs. The pair from Stonehaven, led by Lauren Roddy, with Catherine McIntosh skip, and the Condorcet pair with Rachel Lockery and Heather Lear skipping that pair.
So we're just finishing the second of the 2 trial ends, the opportunity for the players to get a chance to see how the green is playing. We watched it this morning and we reckon that the ditch side's just a little bit heavier.
Yeah, I think if you watch the balls up and down as we get going, and also in the trial ends here, you'll see that there's a bit more of a swing, as you would say, a bit more bend on the ball up the ditch side, which often makes it heavier. And players that we've seen on this rink, not just this year, over the years on this particular rink, they've favoured the inside hand. It's a bit more forgiving, but both hands very playable. They just need to remember to make the adjustment on pace.
A little bit overcast at the moment in Ayr. We've just had a little bit of rain. It was a little bit sunny this morning, but the green has picked up a little bit of moisture, and that will dry up hopefully as the match goes along. Time for the skips to play their balls. The experience of Catherine McIntosh up against Heather Weir. It's very different. You come through, your club, your district, etc., and all of a sudden, you face those people in the stands. There's folk casually walking past and having a little look. You've got to try and shut that out somehow, which is not always easy.
No, I think it's always easier to shut it out if you're winning.
Yeah, fair.
You tend not to see the movement and things, but I think if you are struggling with line or length, then you will probably see every small movement, and as you search for perfection.
So Stonehaven will be red on the scoreboard and Condorcet will be in blue. So the first round of the ladies' pairs getting underway across the greens. Very busy here this morning, good atmosphere around the place. And there's the trial end. Oh, it's almost a nice ball to get on there. Players ask me, sometimes why don't you just get on with it? You've had 1 trial end, why do you need 2? But at this level, you want to get the feel of the green, both up and down, so to speak.
Yeah, there's two reasons. There's probably several reasons, but there's at least 2 that spring to mind. And the first is that the lines on both sides will be different, playing up and down the green, and often the speed is different in both directions too. So I know from experience of playing these greens, and also some feedback from players that I've spoken to just this morning, is that the direction that the girls are playing in just now is slightly faster than it is the other way.
So an opportunity for both to get an idea of weight. There's a little bit of rain that we've just had, about 25 minutes, bit of a downpour, just dampens down the surface as well.
it was quite a downpour. It was very heavy. You could see everybody running for cover, and those that had brought brollies were springing them up all over the place. But fortunately it's dry just now, and hopefully it remains that way for the duration of the day.
So there you get a perfect view of the bowls and the coloured stickers that will represent red and blue. Always a little bit more challenging with pairs because nobody plays with quite the same set of bowls. So
no, they don't. Quite clear on the camera.
So 17 ends, and we'll be with you for all of them as we watch this ladies' pairs gets underway. First battle, Colin, really is that of the leads. You want to be getting your first two bowls in, making sure you're winning that opening bowls battle.
Yeah, that's right. The Leeds will look to build a solid foundation. And, like I've said it already on the stream this week, is that you don't have to get the shot with every bowl. What you want to do is you want to build a position that gives you the best advantage to make the shot on that end, or indeed a multiple count.
That's the opening bowl from Rachel Lockrey. Going to the open hand. No ball to play on off there. And just cut it right across.
A great line down here again. Very, very good way. Just looking to repeat third delivery. She's going away the line, but she won't be unhappy with that. It's beyond the jack. It's a good start from the Stonehaven pair.
Yeah, it's very bright. Conduit will be concerned that they've got nothing behind, and Rachel will know that she's not really left her skip too much to even promote.
Backhand delivery. Just looking to promote her own bowl or slip inside it. going to make it any easier for the Stonehaven pair to get in.
Emma's here now.
Probably just fallen a couple of feet short of where Lauren was calling that one. It's a fairly sensible play because she won't want to go down the other side and risk giving the shot away at this, even at this early stage.
More weight onto that one.
Yeah, she's close. You might see a change now. Wide draw. Give it a chance.
Working hard.
I'll give her a feel for that with her next one because the movement on the jack is very positive. Slightly cautious here. She needs spring the jack. Slice it to the group of Stonehaven bowls that you can see to the
that's
left
fair
hand
point.
side.
Yep.
If Catherine adds a yard to the last bowl, she'll be close. Just holding off this time.
Still any move on that jack.
You can see how this is building, can't you? There's maybe a case for the Conduit pair just to take their medicine. Just try a dead draw.
Yeah, even if you can get a dead draw and just stop it, even if you're taking away that little clip jack shot.
Yeah, it's tricky. You can see this from the player's end that they can't actually see the jack position, which makes it even more challenging. But the hand does move and it comes down quite quickly as the weight comes off. Chance, you know.
Very good line. Rest their own.
Yeah, she's done well. Now you can see the change in dynamic.
If that was the last bowl ahead, you'd be thinking, yeah, played that one pretty well.
Yeah,
Now,
look, we talk about risk and reward, and we have several times, but I think this is worth a go early on. Movement on that jack. Risk if you go under, giving the shot away, but you'd be unlucky to lose any more than one. Well, it rolled.
it's not going to. Good effort though.
All that.
That was good conversion by Heather Ware. On the card.
Yeah, it was. She was faced with a lot of danger there. It was building up badly against her, but managed to convert, so all's good.
Yeah, nice opening ball.
What you want to know? Oh, you want to? You get to choose your size.
It's been a busy week already for Lauren Roddy.
Yeah, she played the under-25 singles in the quarter final, second round perhaps, doesn't matter really at the end of the day, but she played Abby Harris up on green C, and a marathon game. St. Lauren held all the aces early on actually, and led. She had a commanding lead. I don't remember the exact numbers, but let's call it 19-11 for the sake of argument. And Abby came storming back at her and just chipped away at the lead, chipped away at it. And Lauren never gave up the initiative in terms of playing really, really well. But Abby's conversion shots were outstanding on 2 or 3 occasions. And whilst Lauren had her chances, she just failed to convert. And Abby managed to sneak over the line at the end, and she's won all her games since, and will be in that final this afternoon against Amy Robertson from Auchinleck.
Great ball there by Lauren Roddy, right on cue. Stop that reply either, well played.
It's a skip, I won't be too worried about that, to be honest. She's got the back play, and a nice positive shot from Lauren could really change the dynamics of this early. It's a great effort, just going to go through the hole, but a good position if you're a skip, really. Yes, you're 3 down, but look at the opportunity to change this.
Oh, it's perfect for a skip. Good bowling by both.
Yeah, it's outstanding leading from both, to be honest. You've got to commend the balls that are in and around the jack, but the holes that are just beyond are the ones that are really in play.
Heather Weir caught the shot at the last end.
I'm slightly surprised she's moved her side here. she may be trying to cover the back ones, but and of course that's commendable. It's not a silly shot at all, but there's also a case for taking away the play that Catherine has and dropping one a couple of feet short to a yard in the line. That's going to give her the insurance that she didn't have at the back.
Yep.
Not so attractive now if you're Stonehaven. The better line. There's your weight.
You can see the shot that's been called.
It's just over the draw.
Yeah, narrow.
And does hold a long time, but quite well for me. So from what looked like a real favourable position for Stonehaven, albeit they were 3 shots down, this is not building well.
Electing to change to the backhand.
Spoiler we talked about earlier. Yeah, that's not the worst. That may force quicker ball. We're attacking on the inside. Dead draw, is it? No, maybe just missed the line with the weight.
Yeah, I think if you're going to come up inside that ball, you've really got to come with a little bit of power.
I think, to be fair, that's probably what she was playing on. Just maybe a bit confusing from the camera angle there. It's difficult to tell the speed of the ball as it leaves the hand. This looks decent as well. It's good there.
So 3 shots down.
Looks to clear the front.
Good effort.
Just the weight that one, I think. 3 shots to blue.
Well, what was actually surprising there, that the shots never changed as we would probably have expected them to there.
No, I think as I was surprised as you that didn't change,
Yeah.
but I think as the head built up there, it built up a bit quite badly against the Stonehaven, where I think taking the catch away on the wide side made it much more difficult, and of course the ball that finished roughly a yard or so short in the dead draw line, I think made that even more challenging. The back position was against Stonehaven too, so yeah. 3, move on.
Yep, you'll take that 4-0 lead. If you're Conrad, just based in Cumbernauld, club formed in 1973. Stonehaven with a tad more history, 1884. Shorter length favoured.
Impressive start. Once again, both leads.
should be it now. It's just a dodgy, it's a bit of a loose connection into the
See the breeze just picking up a little there as well, Paul. Scoreboards fluttering. That's good again.
Yeah, you can just feel conditions starting to change that little bit. Of course, over a match that can last, 90 minutes, 2 hours, it can ebb and flow.
Yeah, or longer. The mixed pairs final on Monday was the best part of 3 hours from start to finish.
I think
But it was slow.
my contract says 2 hours. Don't know what yours says.
Under the last hour. This is tidy stuff from both leads. Great line again. Are you running? Can you reach?
That was almost a really good ball. You could see just trying to come on to the. Are we calling them purple?
Purple speckle maybe. Narrower line. Let me hold. Just carrying that little bit more speed. Need the ball to hold its line.
So fairly similar to the last end. Conrad are lying, but you would say the positional. If you were the skip, you'd probably wish to be Stonehaven here. But yet, nothing really changed around the head last time, so.
Yeah. And that front ball of Conduit is a bit of a protector in there. It stops, appears to stop, playing with a yard or so of weight.
Before Stonehaven can plot and plan, they'll have to watch this one come up. What you might do here is widen the target.
Yeah, nicely done. I think if you'd carried another couple of feet on that, she may well have either reached the purple balls at the back or turned that ball over twice to block the route of the jack going deep.
Alright, let's go.
It's all been really good weight from there. See, the minute you're carrying a fraction of weight, that hand just holds off. Comes back to the middle, you need to be dead weight. This is going to be a spoiler, is it? No, it's out of the way. Adjustment on line. Use your weight this time. Is there a chance to promote that one? It's hard to tell whether that's 2 shots or 3.
Just running for cover just in case. Wants to promote.
Not bad, you know. Couple turns. Yeah,
That'll
that'll
do
do
it. Yeah, well played.
Great ball. You can see all of a sudden from a position of 2, maybe 3 up, but it's huge risk now for Conduit. They do not want to contact that shot ball and send it into the pocket of purple balls that sit about 18 inches beyond the jack.
It's easy for us in here because, you know, the idea is we're trying to look at things and discuss, and, you know, you just wondered whether with the first ball Heather might have actually come down on, you know, opposite the hand that she played just to try and run the jack across to her own, which would have been exceptionally difficult. It's easy, you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing. You could see what she was trying to do, but the risk was you were always leaving that open shot.
Did, yeah, there was, you're right, Paul, there was an opportunity to tidy that up, as I would say, and just, you know, and nicking the jack, put it behind the blue balls to avoid what's being faced now. Again, we talked about this earlier, this is about building a position. And on this occasion, Stoney even have built a position now that looks very difficult to change. Down to that plant and just turn it twice. Well, I wonder if that's just made this slightly easier to play.
So you're looking at the ball that is shot, but if you get a little bit of connect on it, it would go back to your own.
It's very difficult to see the angles, you know, from here in terms of how that sits. But, she has a chance on both sides to get a contact on anything, but lifts onto the blue ball and puts the jack into the pocket at the back. Last ball, so no reply. This is executed well.
So Stonehaven introduce himself to the card with a single shot. You know, the joys of being a lead, kicking back 16 balls. Moved a little bit up. Let's see where the jack goes. One of the joys of bowls until you see a skip bending their knees like that, you know the bowl's short.
Well, the first a few short balls that Lawrence had, actually.
Well played.
Well done. He's probably just inside her own. We'll be trying to find the inside line to this promote her own and go right under to the short ball. So testing line. Will you hold? No, indeed.
Actually, would prefer just to knock the ball out, but she'll take the trail.
Yeah, we kind of saw this in the last game also, didn't we? You know, with Lucy and Abby, and the two different types of or makes of balls that they were using, and you can see there Lawrence using a similar make to Lucy. Her balls were also holding a tighter line down that side, hence she got away with that one.
Plenty of action going on across all the greens here in Northfield. National Centre for bowling. Good crowd so far. As the ladies pairs gets underway.
Very good effort. Just seeing a couple of questions coming in on the Facebook page, mostly asking for scores, and we can see what you can see. So if you don't know, we are pretty much sat in a cupboard in the middle of the complex. So what you can see on the screen is exactly what we can see. So unfortunately, we can't see any more than the scores that appear on different rinks on the camera.
If you are able, I recommend you go to Bowl Scotland's website. It does link to the scores from there. When it comes to things like the semi-finals or the quarter-finals, we'll bring you information, but this is round one. There's so much happening right across. Perhaps about halfway through we'll give you an update from across the greens.
It's nicely done. It was building up quite badly. Under it. Just look to repeat. And last.
bit through.
Good way, this is close.
Can you be reasonably happy with that? That gives you something to play on to.
It's a great try, isn't it?
Not sure there's much change here for Stonehaven. You know, you can play it and rest off the jack high black ball. The other side looks a little bit muddy.
There's chances both sides. I think you're right. I think she could continue to play down there. She just wants to keep off the short one. The other side will move quite quickly as it comes down there. So there is a chance of nicking jack away on the other side as well. So a bit of risk, but you know, something with good weight shouldn't be punished too much. Just carry a fraction of weight. You see the balls come right back to the middle. Just looking at the options, they're actually the same options that Catherine had, really. Playing the Dutch side to try and come down and rest the shot ball, or she plays the other side and tries to just lift her own up once for the shot. Choosing the Dutch side, trying to play the draw round to the shot ball. Wide enough.
It was a nice, as you say, if you could have been perfect to come in, there was an opportunity. There's one out. Umpire. So always the quickest thing, just calling the umpire, make sure I don't need to waste any time.
Is that? It's nerve-wracking stuff. Is that? No, unfortunately not.
It's right on the extent of the calipers, as you would think.
Yeah, I don't need to check the other ball if that one's in and beats it.
So, one shot to Stonehaven. Closes the gap. to 2-4 after 4 ends. This is reasonable. Just needs a bit more weight.
Yeah, the ball's falling short at the moment.
A bit scrappy, given the standard that the girls have set themselves early on. Easier.
No, it's probably about time to try that open hand. You've got the ball there.
Laura looks a little bit reluctant to play that actually. But still on the other side if she wants it. If she hits any of those balls, she's picked the wrong line.
It's the bird on the rink that obviously didn't fancy.
On now.
Yep. He was looking for a bird's eye view, perhaps. Oh, I would have played the shot. You might have got a little further. No,
Need to get better.
I'm trying.
Put Lauren off.
It's never good when you're on the mat if you're not sure of your shot. Just hang on a second, reset. It's good. That's a good effort. So a little bit loose from both leads, so up to the skips now. Interested in this one.
It's one, it's not a distance, but it didn't quite move the way that I think the players expected to either. Pretty good line. Pretty good way, isn't it? Just pulling up, but it gives her options.
Yeah, you got something to play on, and that's the good thing here.
Yeah, it's definitely made it trickier for her opponent too. When she holds one, the risk is that she gives the shot away, so it looks like they've agreed to go back down the inside hand, try and weave a path through the short balls. A pathway there. Any promotion helps.
Sarona on the way in.
Yeah, that was always there as an option. I think they looked at that. Feet to a yard on your last. And you play the conversion.
Just going under.
See how quickly that's gone. That's going to half the ball into the forehand side.
Yeah, it's kind of closed the door on that, isn't it?
Well, I think it may just still be there.
I think your margin of error's shrunk considerably. I think that's the.
There's a pathway perhaps round the two blue sticker bowls and the inside of Lauren's short bowl. It's tight. The risk, of course, on the other side is that you give it away.
I mean, the difficulty there, if you are going to try and come in between the two outside balls, which they were looking at, you've almost got to be perfect in your weight.
Yeah.
Because anything slightly over is going to hang.
Look, there's risk on the other side too. But if she did elect to play that side and went perhaps just a fraction wider, if she dropped off the outside bowl of Lauren's in front of the conduit bowl, then she probably takes away all the play and shuts the head down. But the risk, of course, is she give it away. Might be drawable there now.
Difficult, isn't it? Yeah, you would hope that that's cleared the line,
Yeah.
certainly to come
Sure.
round just towards the back of the jack.
I think the problem they have is that they're given free play on the other side, and there's not a great deal they can do about it. They could have tried to put one in the way, or they could have played the brave shot and tried to get in front of the black one and shut it down completely. I think on camera this must look really easy, but if you've never played this side, you're not going to know.
Just like her last, dipping under.
Not enough pace is the problem, really.
I think for what she was wanting, the line wasn't bad, just to try and promote that black ball there. Yeah, it won't be a good look from the mat, that's for sure.
Let's give this a chance. Clear. No, just caught. Good effort though. So, one more try down this side. Just overcorrected. Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that. I think the window of opportunity was probably quite wide there, but I'm sure Stonehaven will be happy to see the back of that end.
Got a nice little pick up. 4 apiece it goes. We've played 5. 17 ends. Played in this competition. Both these pairs looking to get off to a good start and find a way through. And the ladies pairs last year it was Prestwick, Rebecca and Houston who came through.
Yeah, they certainly did, and they went on to win the British Isles earlier this year. Both members of my club. And I guess the interesting story is that Prestwick are back here in the pairs this week, albeit not the same pair. So this time it's Emily Houston, which is Rebecca's sister, one's daughter, and Gail Notman. Gail, a former winner of the triples, amongst many other things, I'm sure.
Yes,
But,
there's a few honours on the Houston family board.
Emily already has a bronze medal this week from the youth pairs. Teamed up with clubmate Chloe Buchanan. And just fell short in the semi-final, which was on the stream actually, which was the 2 young lads from West Barnes who were phenomenal and certainly lit the place up for the first 3 days of this competition. Just fell short in the final. A strong pair from Westerton, Jessica Errol and Reese Kidd.
Yeah, it's one of the joys of the national championships, isn't it? Just the various age groups. You know, gents, ladies, singles. You argues the blue ribbon event. But you got the paras as well, and you know, it's just such a great range of events that we have.
Yeah, I guess it shows the inclusive nature of the sport, doesn't it, Paul? It's great for all ages. All ages and all abilities, actually. You can virtually choose which level you would like to play at. You don't have to be ultra competitive. Bowling clubs have a great social aspect to them too.
It's excellent bowling from Roddy. Very, very consistent. Rachel Lovegrave looking to reply with her last.
See how the bowls are just straightening up a little towards the end there.
Just being out tussled at the moment. Rachel Lockery.
There's the pace.
That was an interesting one for Anyway, she's looking to see, is it better to come in and try and play off her own ball and fall across? Is there room to come in and disrupt the shot ball to the right of your picture? Again, sometimes you've got to balance what looks like the better shot with your knowledge of the hand.
It's a bit about percentage play here as well. I can't help think the backhand offers perhaps the better opportunity the way the hands play. And even if she does get dragged onto the short front two balls, she might just fold them open and give herself a look at the jack. This will drop at the end. What a chance. What a ball she's played.
That's perfect. Really well played. One down is the message. And Catherine McIntosh wants a little look at this.
Yeah, I think it's the same. I don't think the shot has changed. She's still down the backhand side. You can see Lauren just saying there exactly what we said. I think she's talking about, folding the front position open so that you give yourself a chance to, if you get dragged onto that tight side. So change the shape of this.
Yeah, that's her own.
There we are. So you
Yep.
folded that open. Now she can see, and she's got an opportunity. What do you do if you're Gondorra?
To be honest, I would play the shot that my opponent's going to try and play, and I'd just come and try and run the jack and take away the danger that's there.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, granted. I mean, you can go the other side. Is your own back ball there to potentially turn the ball over in front of the jack?
I think I'm probably with you. I would maybe try and play it first. The risk, of course, you put your opponent's ball onto the jack.
Yeah. Again, it depends on the type of player you are. Do you believe in your ability to make the shot happen, or are you just going to wait and hang around and hope that your opponent doesn't make it happen?
Discussion between the players. Not quite sure what's going on there.
Well, they're not giving shot advice, that's for sure.
No,
I'm not quite sure what that entailed.
I just wonder if they've been pulled up for visiting the head. I'd need to go and look at the conditions of play, but the conditions of play might say that the skip can't visit the head until after their second bowl. I don't know that for sure, so
Yeah,
I hope I don't create a furore on social media for saying that, but I am guessing in terms of what that conversation was about.
yeah. We'll look through the old rules and bylaws. So still no change. Yeah, I mean, the skips after delivery of their third and fourth ball may go to the head. May not approach the head until they've done so. So, likely a good shout.
Could be completely wrong. That's maybe not what that conversation was about, but only drop at the end. Only drop at the end. Might get the shot with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
she
the
has.
little nick from the side.
Yeah, but look at this for a chance. She can come down that backhand side and just check the jack off the purple ball. Move the jack over to the left-hand side of the picture as you see it. There is a yield of 3, 4, 5 if you get it perfect.
It's quite an interesting end, isn't it? I mean, look at the weight was pretty good for most of those balls, so we'll see how this one comes in.
Forehand. I think she hasn't spotted the shot that we've called.
Come in, try and play onto her own. No real danger coming from that. That's the fourth consecutive end won by Stonehaven. Condrat are stuck on 4. It was good to see earlier that the morning cloud was blown away and melted away by the sunshine. It's just unfortunately the afternoon cloud then arrived. Hopefully the sun will come out and just lighten things up a little bit round this National Centre for Bowling.
Unusually short one there. Rachel. bother Lauren too much. She'll just look to slot another one home. She does.
Come on, Rachel.
Good adjustment.
Oh, yes.
Well played, Lauren. Good foundations, end after end. Now,
Aaron Roddy, runner-up in this competition back in 2024 alongside Kim Watt. Going for the narrower line this time though. She can play onto her own or pick out the black
she's
ball.
played an absolute
That's
peach.
tremendous. Good skip work as well, identifying the shot, indicating what was required.
Yeah, clear instruction. Talked about that at the start. Good communication and a bit of trust between the players. Brockman, I think.
Well, it's not going to look particularly appetising to Heather Ware. Again, it's to perhaps come in and just play the shot that her opponent's going to play. Stonehaven, fine facility, both indoor and outdoor. Greens up by the seafront. And at the moment, they've come from 4 down to lead by 5-4.
That needs to manufacture something pretty special to change this tightly packed head. Backhand side, I'm sure she's just trying to fall into the pocket inside the blue ball. You wonder whether attacking on the forehand side might have been slightly better, but all down to player's preference. Don't play many bad ones sat here.
I've never lost a game here.
Never made a bad choice either.
And this is what makes bowls so good. You know, you can look at different things in different ways. I'm with you. I would play the forehand shot with a bit of weight to come down and try and split things out.
Yeah, look, what we don't know is we don't know the ins and outs of the strengths of players and their preferences and what they're really good at. So it is easy. We call the percentage shot. She's not far away from this. I think she's just overplayed it. You can see how difficult that shot is.
Yeah.
But she's now given herself that opportunity on the forehand if she chooses to take it. She now has a bit of back position that she can use. It's not easy to even add another. Oh, this is close.
Yeah, wants to try and lift out that black ball. There it goes.
Yeah, played it nicely. Now that for me is taking away the backhand play almost altogether. You need to be absolutely pinpoint perfect to get that now. Even if she plays up the forehand and removes the short ball, she might give herself just a little look.
Needed to be inside.
Yeah, I think the weight's okay for it. Just it's a line. I'm sure she'll learn from that. Make an adjustment. Clear line. It's good again. That's the jack, which is good. Yeah, well played. Well, I don't think it's changed. I think she now has to lift the blue onto the jack and hope that it springs to the back blue stickered bowl.
The short ball that's there might just be catching her eye a little bit, but she's going to have confidence to come round that.
First real big multiple of the match. From where we're sat, that looks like a count of 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you. Stonehaven double up from 5 to 10 in one fell swoop. And as they deliver a 5, they take 5 consecutive ends. It's 10 straight shots.
This is excellent stuff from Lauren Roddy.
Yeah, you're not going to be unhappy at that if you're a skip. Rachel Loughrey needs just to find a way and start getting her first ball perhaps behind the jack and then take the weight off.
Good lady. Give this one a shout though. Yeah, well played.
That's terrific ball. Good response.
Lauren Stubb bowl's giving her some good play. Just looking to turn that jack or even sit the ball out. She's very close.
Oh, she likes this. Here comes the jack or ball.
There's
That's
Lauren.
perfect. That's both.
Take a bow, Lauren Roddy.
Such a difficult shot.
She's got to try and follow Lauren in. Try and get a touch on the ball and give Heather a chance. She's not bad, you know. She's just not sent it.
It's difficult, isn't it? She played her best ball in the last few ends, and immediately the response was, I'm going to push you out and I'm going to lie with the front toucher.
Yeah, you always felt Lauren was going to be close to that, just the way it finished. So she was a bit unfortunate that it finished jack high. But even the conversion has fallen, and rightly so, after a great end to Lauren. She's right on the back of it. She's got one right behind it. So again, difficult to convert. It's a two ball conversion rather than a one ball conversion. Yeah, she should be okay just arriving on this. Yep. Not really done any harm. Changes the shape a little, so it's drawable. I think the Dorrit pair just need to steady the ship. Good one. Pretty decent weight too. Good try.
Good opener. Yeah, you've not taken a shot in the last 5 ends, so it's been it's about 35 minutes since you last got on the board. It does start to wear on you.
Yeah, it does. I'd be quite happy just dropping underneath the first ball here, the short ball, and getting down to the blue one. A bit like that.
Couldn't have placed it any better.
Yeah, she didn't want to sit on the high side, and give Heather a chance. This looks on the narrow side. Rinse and repeat. She pushed it this time.
I would need to go back and look, but and I'm not being unkind in any way, I think, to Catherine McIntosh, but she's actually better when she's not running after her ball. She's coming off the mat a little bit too quickly and coming up. And I can't recall a really good ball after she's done that.
Needs a fair contact.
But there's no doubt Catherine McIntosh, such an experienced player.
She could have liked to play the other side. And a bit of risk with the two balls at the back. Challenging to cover, I would suggest.
That's exactly where Lauren's pointing. Come on through. If you do get it wrong, you might just be turning it in. Oh, Catherine McIntosh, one of the indoor triples nationally in 2025 with Kim Watts. And with Lauren Roddy, that was her 13th national title.
Great record.
Certainly those starts is amongst the favourites for this ladies pairs in the 2026 National Championships.
This is more of a drawing line and covering the back. That's brought the front one into. It's going to be another multiple. Perhaps the best result for Heather here is to draw on the inside line to Lauren's ball. You saw the one that's got a chalk mark on it. You know, so you can stop on that and drop down, then she gets the shot. Being round it with dead weights, pretty tough. What I would describe as a reaching draw. Your pace, because you're going to need to come down a long way. It's a corner. Unfortunate.
Yeah, not coming back as she would have liked. It's another big count to give away. Two. Yeah, without doubt, three.
Looks like for the fourth. The next one's questionable. Umpire called.
Might be as well just measuring the Stonehaven ball against the others. Well, they've narrowed it down.
That's not in it.
That's not in.
Couldn't quite see where the.
No, I couldn't see the
No,
touch
we're
either.
going back, so it must be quite close. Find out in a moment. Whichever ball is turned out is the one that is closest.
No, it's gone. from 5-4 to 10-4 to 15-4. 2 almighty bounds.
Yes, 15 shots without reply,
Yeah.
which is significant. Something has to change here to bring the Conduit pair back into this match.
Well, plenty of fans here, and the supporters bus was organised. It's been good for Condrat. They won the youth triples earlier on this week, so it's been good for the Cumbernauld club. It's a long way home from this position.
Yeah, everyone's on fire here, isn't she?
I was hoping to update you on some of the games across, but the live scoring information we have is only available when it reaches the semi-final stage, unfortunately. All results will be published on the Bowl Scotland website and Facebook page.
Another great end. Warren. Expect a tidy line. How's your weight? Just above, just over the pace.
paciest of them all. There's a line in there.
It's coming through for a shot, isn't it? And unfortunately, well, that's now tightened up both sides. It's tricky.
Can't look good at all.
No, it can't. She doesn't want to be dragged onto that. Gosh. Well,
Still 4.
chance here to add another. It's a similar line to the last one. It's to stop.
This would be the 3rd consecutive 5. What can she do?
Doesn't want that one. Oh dear. It's just gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah, whichever way you cut it, and however you take them out, doesn't matter.
So 21 shots now without reply for Stonehaven as they march towards the next round. It's hard to see a way back here now, Paul, isn't it? I know there's lots of ends to go, but the way the game is shaping up, it's a tough ask. Although there's an error with the Jack delivery, so I'm sure we'll see something different.
Yeah, you look at games and you think, yeah, okay, if my opponents can do that, why can't I do that over the the next hand? But I mean, at the moment, Lorna is clearly outplaying Rachel at the front. As a result, Catherine's adding just enough value, and Heather has been unlucky with a couple of shots and not quite got the combination she's been looking for.
Yeah, Catherine's playing when called upon,
Yeah.
really, isn't she? She's not been faced with anything terribly difficult, from about the 3rd end onwards. Well, and especially from the 6th end onwards, because we've had Lauren's laid a tremendous foundation. And, well, look, change of length. She's definitely not struggling at that either. So it's going to have to be a real change in fortune.
Again, we can only call it as we say it, but I'd be tempted to say to Richard, don't care where your first one lands as long as it's behind. Just that's your only focus, because invariably our first ball has been short, and you know that as a lead when you play there. It's the last thing you want to do. You're not doing it intentionally, etc. But sometimes you might just want to change that focus and pick a yard past the white.
I think when your opponent's playing well and you're struggling, it's so easy just to kind of shrink and really you just want off, don't you?
Yeah.
But look, there is a long way to go. We shouldn't. There's 8 ends to play, so we're only halfway. We've seen some incredible turnarounds here this week. We've seen a mixed pair win from 19-3 back with 5 ends to play, and
Wow.
finished 5-7. So it can be done. This looks better.
Lovely. Come on. All right, you go. Oh, well, if you wanted to sum up your day in a shot, it would be that.
Never happens when you're winning, does it?
No.
Just to stop, done the right thing, reset, go again. This is just about weight. There's your base. Just running by.
And it comes again. Lovely, just getting some sustenance and then grabbing some chalk.
Again, things just falling against the Nordic pair, because a contact on that means the jack's going to Lauren's back bowls rather than theirs. Although that's changed the shape, so now there's an opportunity. Turn that jack round the corner, make a 3. Should be close.
I have to say I admire Heather's restraint and the way she's trying to play her game. I have to say, if I was 21-4 down, I'd be going straight down the middle with that just to get the frustration out.
Again, that doesn't happen, does it? When you
Yeah.
just got to flick off the front one. It's hard to tell whether it's a shot or not, but Lauren put her hand up straight away. Has to be better.
Give this a chance. Down it comes. What's she got? Ball stays
Good.
and then falls out.
Well, just cuts it down.
And again, credit to her sticking to the way she wants to play the game.
Yeah, Catherine doesn't have much here, really, does she? She can play a dead draw, but doesn't look like the jack's movement is likely to go back towards the 2 blue sticker balls about 2 feet beyond the jack. No real danger there. way the scoreline is, Paul, she could do worse than leave this up the green somewhere and block the play.
Yeah, accept that you're not going to win every end.
Maybe she holds one.
Well,
Can't see
exactly.
it make any better.
You know, if you're holding that one, and that's the way to do it, and then just say, yeah, you think, well, you know, they might get lucky and come in and move that, but
At this stage, you don't want to get greedy, do you? No.
that's what I'm saying. You don't need to win every end from here.
It's a great try.
It is.
You know, she did definitely try and draw a shot.
Yeah, just try and land on that ball.
Well, the play is just over the draw. She's got to try and just jam the jack between the ball that she plays and the one that's sitting at the back. Little else could try and force it through for a couple. It's tricky.
Yeah, I think arriving weight and just try and jam onto the jack and see what it does for you.
She doesn't want to play too much weight because she could be slightly wide and she could catch the outside of Catherine's ball and take her own clean out, which is not what she wants to do at this stage. Chance, you would think.
Again,
It's not your day. It's not your day, is it?
you just think, no, it's not going to be. Not sure. Just again from that angle, how far it's been pushed out. They just settle for the single.
Yeah.
It ends on the bounce now for Stonehaven, commanding lead here in the ladies' pairs first round tie at the National Championships of 2026 here at the beautiful surroundings of the National Centre for Bowling at Northfield and Ayr. Still to come on our broadcast today, we will bring you the gents under 25s final at about 4 o'clock today.
Yeah, I can hear her fine. She's asking. Did you hear us? Yeah. Can you hear me? All right, yeah. My phone does. It keeps cutting out of the call. That's the thing, and it keeps reconnecting. So. Can do. Yeah. That's all right. No worries.
Characteristically short from Lauren, so nice chance for Rachel to put one in nice and close.
Through again.
Yeah, favourable flick off the front ones. It was good.
We've just been delivered some chicken soup, and it's a little bit chicken soup for the soul that Conderac could do with it at the moment, because this must be very frustrating for them.
Best line, 4 bottles from Lauren.
He uses her own well.
Good looking reply.
Yeah, that's a good ball.
Well played. Nicely done. Catherine will like the look of this, I'm sure. Being just short helps her, I think. Just a clean delivery down for the jack is ideal, or the bowl, and she's slightly wide. She's got a little shoulder to come off Lauren's bowl. She can tuck that round the corner. She makes it incredibly difficult already. Clear line. Lauren likes the look of this.
Punched through.
Should be enough.
Yeah, applauded. I'll be tempted to follow that just with a little bit more weight, either rest off your opponent's balls to the side or trail the jack through.
Clear line. Just too quick.
Yeah, it's not the best look. Take the backhand and drift across. Real danger if you're meeting those balls that are short. I'm just going to try and come round. That's a nice line. Yeah, I like this idea. Play it through. Yeah, it's a good ball. Well, without back position, there's not really a lot you can do. You can just come and try and trail it as well. Comes for it, yep, and a little bit unlucky, took the black ball through. But certainly a good effort. And when you've got an 18 shot advantage, why not? It's just a question of drawing for another. A lot of room. Looks like a backhand shot from where we're watching, but just wanted to have a check here.
That's it. Yeah, it's a clear draw on either side, really. And probably 3 yards, maybe, to add another. And we go wide on the forehand side, or play down the backhand side. You'd certainly expect either to add to this count of 1, card a double. Should be good enough.
Yeah, never any doubt really. So finally, back on the card. It's been a while since end number 2.
I've just locked that off on that side, so he's getting it away with 25p. How many ends does this go to?
Well, the mat up just a little. A shorter jack this time.
It's the old story. You've set the jack. Can you nail it? And that's a really good ball, well played. Almost picking up the jack there. That's well played. Change length, just catching players out. 2 good balls and the rest just coming through the back.
Yeah, even at this stage, it's a case of managing the game out really for Stonehaven. Just keeping it tight. I'd be quite happy to lose ones if that's what it comes to. I'm sure they'll get their opportunities as well.
Sat the black ball down.
Sent it down, but it's also pretty much locked.
Yeah.
The red ball in the head. Yeah, nicely done. Easily hold this line.
Just play up to their own.
Yeah, a little bit of danger. 2 feet beyond. Trail on the white, a couple of feet. Probably would yield a 3 or a 4. This might just shut it down, you know. Well, it's still there. It's also there on the other side. I just think it's a harder shot to play. The way the inside hand plays, then playing with a couple of feet of that length, it will probably hold quite a good line. This hand will tend to swing a bit more.
Pretty much mix and match at the moment.
Yeah, she needs to be just a yard behind with this one. The run. There hasn't had many opportunities to make a count, but she has one here.
And if you've got a realistic hope of getting back in the game, then obviously they've got to try for the
They must
trail.
They must play it as it stands. You know, with that one in the head. If you fail to convert, you know, you're 17 down with 5 to play. Can happen, just not often.
No. Statistics suddenly start to go against you.
It's gone again. Can I see the stone even pair? Just accept one and move on. That's exactly what they're doing. Good call. So 23 for 6 after 12 ends, so 17 shot deficit with just the 5 ends to play. So Stonehaven, as we said, will just be looking to manage this game away now. Quite happy to lose singles, as I said, if that's what it comes to.
I think if they're setting themselves a target at all, you know, you want to keep going, you want to give yourself some motivation, as they'd probably like to wrap this game up by the end of the 14th or 15th ends. You know, you need something to play for. It's not a question of inflicting, you know, misery on your opponents. If you're trying, you know, you've got another game, you know, coming up. You know, you're then only 4 games away from winning the national title. You've just got to keep yourself going.
Yeah, it's quite physically demanding as well as mentally demanding too. You know, so you know, if you can get off a couple of ends early and, you know, get out of the complex and relax, come back tomorrow fresh, then that a couple of ends over 3 or 4 games, if you can manage it,
Yeah,
makes
it
a
does
big
help.
difference.
That's me reached my 2 hour limit, so it's all yours now.
Mine
So
now.
I need to go and rest and recuperate and recover.
So you're on overtime now. Just as well you weren't doing the mixed pairs on Monday then.
Yeah, did that finish? What was it? Wednesday lunchtime that
I
finished?
think so, yeah. Yeah, it was a long game. Topped out 3 hours, I think, for that, which is a while. There's no great pace about this game either, to be perfectly honest. But it's the national championships, right? So people are here to win titles, so it's not up to us to dictate the speed. In a roundabout kind of way, that kind of suggests you're staying.
I'll tell you what, you've been nice to me today, so I'll hang around. It's a chance.
Tom Lauren.
Yeah. She has been relentless in this game.
Yeah, she's been absolutely superb. And as I said, she was very unlucky to get pipped in the under-25s earlier in the week. I'm sure at the time she was absolutely distraught about it, because it's a lead that she would normally expect just to convert and get over the finishing line, and it didn't. So she's done really well to come back and perform in the way that she has. But she's a class act. Turned her back on that one, however.
Yeah, I think realised it was pacey, but if you're going to miss behind.
Sure, why?
Yeah.
It's not the worst. Catherine's gone, why have you turned your back on that?
You might score from that. It's been a tough end or two for Rachel Lockright.
It's been a tough game, really, because Lauren really hasn't given her a sniff. And the first couple of ends were very good, exceptional actually, from both players. So, but since then, Lauren has dominated those front end exchanges, and Catherine's done the straightforward job of just backing her up. That's all you have to do. Go too far.
That's it all.
And when you're winning, it's always your own one you pick out, isn't it?
Doesn't always come when you need it.
Looks like there's some games concluding over there. Fortunately, the spectators are at the back of the players. They're not walking across the line. Can't look pretty.
That was tight when she played it.
Yeah, once again, just picked her one out.
Yep, clipped it across.
She's not happy with this, but she's good weight. It'll drop a long, long way. Just a fraction. So there's the instruction. You just need to keep off that black one, which normally means
You're going
gonna
to
land
land it. Yeah, clump right into it.
go on again.
Let's open for the draw. Another weird day here.
Can she get by those front ones? It's not rolling, I think. Maybe cut it to one.
Right. Nice job. It's so good to see so many people in at these national championships here at the National Centre for Bowling. 2026 Bowl Scotland National Championships in association with Gallagher. Still to come on this stream. This afternoon, in fact, it will be via the BBC stream. We will have the just stay here, you will see the under 25s. Yeah, 4 of the finals this week will be exclusively on the BBC. You'll have seen the mixed pairs final and the Power Pairs final on Monday and Tuesday respectively, and then on Saturday we'll have the ladies singles final and the gents singles final, both of them to come on Saturday. The BBC broadcast will be available through BBC Sport and BBC iPlayer in the UK, with coverage of these matches also available to viewers outside of the UK. Wherever you're watching. A little bit later on, you can watch on Bowl Scotland YouTube, on Bowl Scotland Facebook as well. We will have 3 matches for you tomorrow, starting off at 9:30. Well, Lee Graham of Mount Vernon has the slightly unenviable task of trying to take on Ian McLean of Blackwood Victoria. And hold on, then we'll have some ladies singles action. Ellen McLeod of Dumbarton against Denise Burns of Ardrossan. And then gents singles returns, round 1. Robert Lyons of Thornhill against Ross Golston of Troon.
Yeah, so we've got the 2 holders.
Yeah.
Ian McLean and Emma tomorrow.
I was very impressed with Emma last year. I thought she played terrifically well.
Yeah, her and Megan delivered a great final. There's Rink, of course. Yeah, well played. There we go. There's Richard, looks like he's in for the shot. Yeah, it was a good final all round. Obviously, it's a bit of a feat to get back here.
Oh, it's tough, isn't it? Yeah.
Through the qualifying again. There's no holders position in this draw.
That's why it's always impressive when you see somebody, you know, returning that can defend the championship.
Catherine's chasing this one down. It's a contact. She's got it. No. Maybe not much in that. Who knows? Just going to go too quickly. It's a corner to right back.
Ooh, nearly. You see the rink next door. It's a pretty comprehensive victory as well. We'll play the last two ends there, and as it stands, we wouldn't be playing the last two ends here.
Lauren's interested in this one, is she? Just going to dip off. It's not clear who holds, is it? On this end?
No, it's pretty close, but what's been fairly clear, Colin, is really Stonehaven have not allowed their opponents to think about building ahead, building a count. You know, it's...
No, certainly not since about the, what do we say, the third end or so. It's not enough. Lauren's just dominated. She's put so many balls in that it's really been difficult for the girls from Condorit to change. This is close. Oh, she's played it.
Oh, all the way through. It's a terrific ball. Nice two.
Well, not much has been asked of her, really, has it,
No.
in the game? But when she has been asked to deliver, she has absolutely been on the button.
Oh, Heather Weir will wander up to have a look, but it will not look particularly pleasant.
Yeah, she'll just be trying to visualise this in her own mind in terms of what she's going to play. But you know, once again, we're talking about something to yield one, and one's not enough.
Yeah. But there's never been really the conversation to say, tell you what, we might get 4 here, we might get 5. There hasn't really been those opportunities for the Condorit pair to try and construct shots.
They had one chance coming this direction a couple of ends ago, I think, maybe to make a 3 or a 4, and I'm not sure whether they didn't see it or didn't play it, I'm not sure, but either way they had an opportunity, and I think we called one earlier on in the game, I think, where they had an opportunity again, I think, coming this way to just scoot the jack to the left hand side to make a count, and didn't play that either. So they maybe had a couple of opportunities, but realistically, Lauren's laid such a good foundation that
Yeah.
you know it's not been in doubt in the last few ends for sure. I imagine there's much more in this game. It's a 2. Going on.
Now, I know there are 3 ends to play technically, but at what point can you realistically just hold out the hand and go, that's it, we're done? I mean, I know technically you can still score 24 shots.
Yeah, but it doesn't look likely, and that's, you know, that's the difference. Look, on a personal level, of shaking hands at that point, if not before. But look, it's up to them. You know, they're here. They're on this stage.
Oh, I agree.
I think at the point that it's impossible, then I think even the umpires might step in. The laws of the game suggest that you shouldn't play on if it's impossible to win.
I mean, bowls, you know, it's got its own, you know, etiquette and the way it's done. I think if we offered the handshake perhaps after end 13 at 24-6, that would have been it for me. But you don't want to be seen to throw in the towel. But I think you've also got that dose of realism as well.
Yeah, and there's a bit about the experience as well, isn't it, of being here. You know. So, but I would imagine there's not going to be much beyond this end. Just following the tighter side of the hand, which he definitely falls in for the shot. Use your weight this time, Rachel. Off her own. She does.
Oh, a little toucher. Just holding shot out the back.
So Catherine likes to play. Shot on the other side, I guess. But, favoured hand has been the inside hand. Down through the gap in the front if she can find it. Cleared away. good. Yeah, well played. Just on the right side again, the weight's good. Looks like another. Well done. It's a better line. Just played it.
Yeah, rested on the ball.
Yeah, just gave her one chance too many.
Won't be handshakes after this end, that's for sure. Again, probably similar shot, just come and try and do exactly what your opponent's just done.
Yeah, the difference is, you know, is Heather needs to take that ball clean out of there and score a 4 to even, you know, go into the next end. Similar line to our first couple of deliveries. It's just not on a hook in time. I suspect Catherine will just try and draw another.
Yeah, on a different day you might come round the back and just cover, but no real need. Just come in and draw in.
The only way to really continue this match is to play down the backhand and trail the jack for 5. Chance on the line to draw the shot though. Yeah, what a way to play it. Well done.
Ah, it's nicely done.
That will be that, I'm sure. Possible now to win. The players will just come off. Or will they?
Well, they should.
Yeah. The umpire should step in here actually.
There was 19 shot difference. 16 shots available. Heather's got the card. Well, the skips are having a little conversation. Yeah, both checking the card. And basically a little shake of the head. Yeah, they're calling it off now. And that was the message. I think Lauren was in the middle of her delivery and didn't see. I thought they'd agreed to finish whether they think they've got to play all 17 ends, but well, I have to say, I've never seen this before. I've never seen Colin lost for words either.
Yeah, to be fair, just expected them to come off their ball, much like you. There's no value in playing on. Normally you'd see an umpire step in and just remind the players that they don't have to play this. Anyway, here we are.
Well, I'm just wondering if one of the umpires is slightly distracted or attending elsewhere. And ironically, Lauren, Rachel played a couple of great balls. Lauren comes in.
Yeah, she just ruined that, hasn't she?
Yeah, just spoiled it completely.
Just wrapped 3 around it, and Lauren's been a bit rotten. Change of side. How's your weight? Slacking.
Well, it doesn't matter what end it is for Lauren Roddy. So they change ends. Coming up from 4 o'clock today, we'll have the men's under 25 final in Sharp Airdrie Central against Gavin Johnson. We'll have new men's. The ladies singles will be Abby Harris of Ralston against Amy Robertson of Auchinleck. So plenty of local support. Just playing out the final few balls here. They will shake hands at the end of this.
Goes through there. No.
Condurat have been left requiring snookers.
Line. 2 or 3. Just drop down at the last couple of feet. And outside. Good there.
But Laura Roddy has been the star of the show in this ladies pairs round 1 tie. The Stonehaven pair will be formidable in this competition, that's for sure.
This time that will be that.
Well, we thought it was all over. It is now. And it's handshake time. But just a final word on the Stonehaven pair. They look strong. They look a very good pair.
Yeah, they do. I think the way they set up there, you know, if Lauren can maintain that form, then that makes them absolutely formidable in this competition. However, there are some cracking pairs in this competition, and we've just seen 1 or 2 pairs today. So I'm sure the standard is just as good across the rest of the competition, and yeah, it bodes for a good conclusion as we work our way through this programme.
Commiserations to Rachel Loughrey and to Heather Weir, but it was the day for Stonehaven, and Lauren Roddy and Catherine McIntosh. They get over the line with a very commanding performance. It was 7, 8 and 9, the ends, a 5, 5 and a 6 that really cemented their lead and cemented their victory. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with the men's under 25s final at 4 o'clock.